0580 Mathematics IGCSE Cambridge Paper 2 Extended. Question number 1. Write down the number that is 23 less than minus 1.6. Now, which number is 23 less than minus 1.6? So it means we have to subtract 23 from this number minus 1.6. So will be minus 1.6 minus 23 because it is 23 less, so subtract it. So what we will get, minus 1.6 minus 23, that will be minus 24.6. Right here, minus 24.6. Second question is write as a fraction in the simplest form. This is given in percentage. To change it into fraction, 72, this percentage means divide by 100. Now write it in the simplest form, 72 divided by 100. In the lowest form, that will become 18 over 25. 18 over 25. Okay. Part B. To write it in the fraction in the simplest form, it will become 4 over 1000. Because after the decimal there are 3 digits, so you will divide by 1000. In the lowest form, if you will write it 4 divided by 1000, it will be 1 over 250. So question 1 and 2 are very simple question. Question number 3. The two lines are parallel and a line is crossing them. It means this is a transversal. The diagram shows a pair of parallel lines and a straight line. Complete the statement with the correct geometrical reasoning. X is equal to 40 degrees because the angles are, if you look at this angle and this angle, they both are corresponding. So we will say the angle are corresponding. Number 4. Find the value of y. Angle at a point make 360 degree. So it means if we will add all of these, we should get 360. Y plus 100 will be 360 degree. So 2y plus 100 equal to 360. 2y will be 360 minus 100. So 2y will be equal to 260. So what will be y? 260 divided by 2, we will get 130. So this is 130 degree here. Question number 5. Joe invests $600 for 7 years at a rate of 1.5% per year simple interest. The interest is simple. Calculate the interest earned during 7 years. Now the amount that is invested is called principal. It means this is principal. This is the duration for which it is invested. Time. This is the rate of percentage. At which rate the interest will be charged. So formula for simple interest, we know simple interest is PRT over 100. So that will be P is 600, or the rate of interest is 1.5%. Time duration for that is 7 years divided by 100. So let's calculate that. Multiply 1.5, multiply 7, divide by 100. So 63. $63 will be the interest that will be charged for this duration. Okay. Now next question number 6. We have here Maria buys 10 pencils that cost P cent each. She pays Y dollar note. Find in terms of N, P and Y the amounts change Maria receives. Give your answer in the cents. Now the cost of one pencil is, one pencil if we will take, it cost P cent. So what will be the cost of N pencil if we will, N pencil will be N P cent, because for 1 is P, for 2 will be 2P, for 3 will be 3P, so for N pencil will be NP cents. The unit we are writing is in the cents. Now she pays Y dollar. Now we know this fact that $1 is equal to 100 cents. So she paid Y dollar. It means she paid Y 100 cents. Now what is the cost? This is what she need to pay, NP cents. So she paid Y 100 cents. This was the payable amount, mean the shopkeeper will subtract from this, from Y $100 or 100Y you can write it, okay? It's better write the numbers before. Doesn't matter if you write Y 100 or 100Y, but write 100Y minus NP. That will be, so give your answer NP and Y in that case. So we have to write this complete relation here. So it will be 100Y minus NP. This is what she will receive back, because she paid 100Y cents. That was the chargeable. So remaining will be 100Y minus NP. Question number 7, very easy question. These numbers are given. Write down the list of numbers. Cube number. 12 is not a cube number because there is no number whose cube we take. It makes 12. 18 is not, 29 is not, 49 is not, 91 is not, 125. If you want to check whether the number is a cube of any number or not, take its cube root. For example, cube root of 125 is 5. So it means 125 is a cube number. Prime number, that can be divided by itself only. No other number divide the number. So that one is, what about 29? 29 will be that number, because 29 is in this list the number that cannot be divided by any other number. So we'll say 29 is a prime number. Next, question number 8. Alex changes 190 euros into pounds when 1 pound is equal to 1.1723 euros. This is symbol for euro, this is symbol for dollars. Calculate the amount Alex receives. Give your answer correct to 2 decimal places. Now for $1, for 1 pound, sorry, he received 1.1723 euros. So let's say he is having 190 euros. So for 190 euros, we don't know how many pound will receive. So let's say he received X pounds. So cross multiply. We will cross multiply because the currency conversion is always directly proportional. With increase of one, the other value is going to increase. So cross multiply. it will be x multiply 1.1723 equals 190. So what x will be? 190 divided by 1.1723. Calculate it. 190 divided by 1.1723. So we'll receive 162.07 because we have to write the answer to two decimal places. So 162.07. That will be the answer to two decimal places. Next, question number 9. Simple question where we have to work out without calculator. So first, this is a mixed fraction. Change it into normal fraction. 3 1s are 3 plus 2, 5. Divided by 7 2s are 14 plus 1, 15. Divided by 2. So it will be 5 over 3. Multiply, if you will change this, it will become 2 over 15. Now 5 1s are 5, 5 3s are, so that will be 2 over 6. 2 over 6 in the lowest form, you can divide both by 2. So it will become 1 over 3. So 1 over 3 is your answer, final answer. In the lowest form, we did not use any calculator here. All right. Oh, sorry. It should be 3 into 3 is 9, not 6. So take care about the calculation. 2 over 9. So 2 over 9 will be the final answer. Because 1 times 2, 2. So 3 times 3 is 9. Okay, here we have, look at this one. Question is, describe fully the single transformation that maps the triangle T onto A. Look at the triangle T. Look at the triangle A. There is no change in size. 2 marks. It cannot be, if you look at that one, it's not looking at all reflection. It is translation because just the position has been changed. If just the position is changed, so that is translation. So we will say, if we have to describe that one, it is translation. And translation has vector of translation. To find the vector of translation, you can take any point. For example, the corresponding point for this one is this one. So to reach from here to here, need to move one step horizontally to the left. When you move to the left, so it means x is -1. Okay, then coming down, how many steps? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it means y is downward, so it will be -8. So how do we write our vector of translation? It is always xy. So it means the vector of translation will be -1, -8. That is the vector of translation. Now, part B is draw the image of triangle T after the enlargement, scale factor -1/2 with center 0, 0. Okay, first of all, you want to make an enlargement for T. So take with respect to 0, 0, the center should be 0, 0. If you want the center 0, 0 and the scale factor is -1/2, from 0, 0, write the coordinate of each point. What are the coordinate of this point? 2, 2. What are the coordinate of this point? 8, 2. Okay, what are the coordinate of this point? 2, 4. Now the scale factor is -1/2, so multiply each coordinate with -1/2. write the new coordinate. If you will multiply this with -1/2, this will become -1 -1. This one will become -4 -1. This one will become -1 -2. It means these are your new coordinates. So -1 -1. This is -1 -1. This is the new coordinate. -4 -1. -4 -1. Okay. -1 -2. -1 -2. This is. So join these coordinates. That will become but it's looking like reflection as well. Let me check. Maybe we make this coordinate was 2 2 2 4 8 2. So the scale factor has been asked. Triangle T after an enlargement of the scale factor -1/2 with the center 0 0. So if we will take that, this will be -1 -1. Okay, that is the point -1 -1. -4 -1, and then -1 -2. That is so, but why its diagram is looking a little bit awkward. Okay, all right. So that is our enlargement. We draw the new triangle. Okay. Just re-verify that whether we draw the point at the correct position or not. -1 -1 -4 -1 -1 -2. Yes, so these are. It means this has been. Now you want to verify, so we can verify this one, even for this one. Yes, so that will be its enlargement. That's it. Question number 11. Simplify. We want to simplify this. So number 3 will be multiplied with 4, going to be 12. X cube with x power 4. You know, when they're multiplying, their power will add. It will become x power 7. So 12x power 7. Number 12 is x is an integer. Find the value of x. Inequality with double inequalities. Make an inequality from this portion. -3 less equal to 2x minus 1. And this inequality. 2x minus 1 less than 3. Now from here shift it to this side. It will be -3 plus 1 less equal to 2x. -2 less equal to 2x. 2 will divide on the other side, so -2/2 less equal to x. So -1 is less equal to x. Or in other words, you can say x is greater than equal to -1. Then from here, 2x less than 3 plus 1, 2x less than 4, x is less than 4 divided by 2. So x is less than 2. It means if you make the single inequality now from this one, it will be x is greater than equal to -1 less than 2. Now, x is an integer. So between -1, -1 is included. It means the possible integer is -1, 0, 1. 2 is not included. That is why we will not take. So these are the possible values here. As we have to write the integer between -1 and 2, but 2 is not included. So that's why the integers that we are going to write will be these three values will be the possible values of the integers. So answer will be -1, 0, 1. Number 13, expand and simplify. Very simple question. 6 into t is 6t minus 6 into q will be 6q minus 2t minus and minus will become plus 6q. So they will cancel. 6t minus 2t will be 4t. So 4t is our answer for this one. Question number 14 is the magnitude of the vector 20k is 29. Find the value of k. Now, if we have a vector A, let's suppose the vector A is xy, then the formula for the magnitude of this vector is x square plus y square. So, if this is a vector, if I will take its magnitude, what will be the magnitude? 20 square plus k square. That is given, the magnitude is 29. So 20 square, if we will take, is 400 plus k square root will be equal to 29. Take the square on both sides. Take it square, take it square. It will be 400 plus k square equal to 29 square. 841. So what k square will be? 841 minus 400. That is going to be 841 minus 400, 441. To find the k, take the square root. So what k will be equal to? Square root of 441. 21. It can be plus minus, because whenever we take the square root, we can write the answer in terms of plus minus. So it's better if you write plus minus. So no chance of losing any mark here. So plus minus.